Hello there and welcome to episode 20 of my Money Glitch Road to Glory. I'm really sorry this video has taken so long to come out, but I finally am back making these videos for you guys. So thanks again for watching and let's do this. Right, so we're going to be starting things off in this episode with a game against Liverpool, and it doesn't really go too well for us as Steven Gerrard pretty much just dicks us here. Markovic picks it up, takes on pretty much most of the team, crosses one in, we block it, but then it falls back down to Lallana who just smashes one home, and unfortunately we do go on to lose this game 1-0, which was a bit annoying, but I suppose we were playing Liverpool and they are one of the better teams in the Prem, so there's not much we can do about that. And also, just a reminder for you guys, from the previous episodes, we do have 2 injuries. We've got Raheem Sterling, who's out for 7 weeks, and we've also got Januzaj, who's out for 11 days. So Sterling's pretty much going to miss most, if not all of this season, and Januzaj is probably going to miss the next 2 weeks, maybe a little bit more, as we're not going to chuck him back in straight away, as he'll still be a little bit weak. And then next up in the league for us is Manchester United, and this time we are away. And we start the game off pretty well. In the first 5 minutes, we launch this pretty cheeky counter-attack where we put Zivkovic straight through. The keeper comes out and goes away for some reason, but he seems to be out just enough to save it, and it was a pretty good stop from De Gea in the end. But we probably should have scored anyway. We are then able to finally grab the lead as Tielemans picks it up and gives it to Zivkovic, who seems to just have an incredible amount of pace now and destroys their back four, gets through, cuts past De Gea and slots it into a pretty much an open net and celebrates like an absolute god. And that was only 11 minutes in, and we did manage to carry this victory out and win the game 1-0, with Varane being our best player with a 7-point rating. And weirdly, next up is Manchester United for us in the FA Cup. And it was literally like 2 or 3 days straight after this game, so our team are pretty much knackered. As you see here, I mean, literally so many of them are absolutely shattered, and there's only like a day before the game, so I don't know what we're going to have to do, but we're probably going to have to move a lot of the team around and play a much weaker side. But yeah, as you can see here, we're having to play 3 at the back. We are having to use our squad here a lot, and we're having to drop a load of first team players out for this game, so I don't know how we're going to do, but we'll give it a good go anyway. And it looks like Manchester United are probably going to grab themselves a goal straight away, come through here, they smash it, but somehow the keeper is able to save it. I don't know if it hit the post, I don't know what he did, but it didn't go in, so we're pretty lucky there. And from a corner here, we're able to take the lead with Lellegat, smashing one in from close range with a header, 1-0 up with just under 20 minutes played. Get in, boys, maybe we can beat Man United again. And then we're attacking here with Oztuma, who's coming down the right, cuts back in, and then takes him back on the outside. He's then tackled. Somehow we still got the ball coming out, and then they kind of tackle each other for some reason. I don't know what they were doing, but they cannot get the ball off this boy. He cuts one back, and then we just pass it in to the back of the net. I don't know what Valdez was doing, but somehow James was able to slot that away far too easily for their liking. But that takes us into half-time, 2-0 up, so we will take that. Thank you very much. Manchester United then start the second half a lot better off, and are really putting us on the back foot with Valencia coming down here. He gets it played back to him inside from Shaw, who then tanks down the right, cuts in, crosses, and then they're able to header, but it hits the crossbar, and somehow we do eventually just get the ball away. Pretty lucky for us in the end. They're then coming at us again with about 10 minutes left to play, just moving the ball around, trying to find an opening, but even if they score, it doesn't look like they're going to get anything, and they do just that and score, making it 2-1, but hopefully we'll be able to hold on and not concede and send ourselves through to the FA Cup. And I have no idea why he's celebrating that profusely. And that is the end of the game. As you can see, Varane there is absolutely buzzing about it. We have beaten Manchester United 2-1 with a much weaker side out, and the crowd look absolutely ecstatic. So obviously that's the semi-finals of the FA Cup at Wembley, and we have beaten Manchester United 2-1. So that's going to put us through into the final, and I don't know who we're going to be playing. But Gnabry was our best player in this game with a 7.3 rating. And it looks like we are going to be playing Chelsea in the FA Cup final, which will probably be one of our last games this season. Next up we have Ajax in the Euroleague, which I believe is the first leg of our semi-final in that. So fingers crossed we can get a result in this one and then maybe be able to sim the second leg. But to be honest, I take a draw in this one as long as we just don't concede a load of goals and put ourselves out of the tie in the first leg. Then I'd be happy. We start the game pretty well. I mean, it is into the second half now until anything really happens, but we did have them on the back foot, and Zivkovic is absolutely dominating coming through here, but somehow he fails to hit the target and misses by quite some distance, annoyingly. We then have a throw in just after that, have a header, but we hit the crossbar and their keeper's just able to pick it up, which is a bit annoying from James. And then a little bit later in the game, they finally begin to get themselves into it and have a little spell of their own, passing the ball quite well around the edge of our box, and they create themselves a chance getting it in here. For some reason they decide to pass it here though, and Scuffit is just able to get a block in. Pretty lucky, as they nearly worked it around the keeper and gave themselves an open goal. And then just before the end of the game, it looks like we might be able to pinch ourselves a goal, with Zivkovic sprinting down, using his pace and strength to just keep all the players away from him. Passes it to James, who cuts in and then shoots, but he misses as well. For some reason, we just couldn't really get too many shots on target, and that's pretty annoying because that game is going to end 0-0. So we didn't manage to get ourselves an away goal, which could come back to bite us in the next leg. So we're really going to have to play well in that if we want to progress in this competition. And next up for us in the league is QPR, and we are away. And because QPR are below us in the table, we are going to sim this game. And after doing so, we've got ourselves a 3-0 victory with Januzaj, Zivkovic and Pozo scoring our goals. Not a bad result for a sim game. And after that result, we are still 6th in the table with 58 points, but we're only 2 points behind Spurs, which would obviously put us into the Europa League positions for next season. But we really want 4th spot. So that's obviously 4 points behind Liverpool there, but we do have a game in hand on them, so we should hopefully be able to get within 1 point of them. And then there's going to be 4 games left in the league, where hopefully we can close that gap up to them. And this is when the next game against Ajax comes up, and it is the semi-final second leg, and we are home this time. But remember the last leg ended 0-0, so we don't have the away goal, so we really can't afford to concede here. And we start off pretty well, cutting in here, surging through, looking for a pass. We get one in, and we're able to just not really smash it. We kind of pass it right underneath him with Pozo, and somehow we've got ourselves a 1-0 lead in this game with only 20 minutes played, and we celebrate it because we know how important that goal could be for us. And just to make things a little bit sweeter for us, after the half, 53 minutes played, Zivkovic picks it up and uses his pace. I don't know where he's got this pace from, but it's absolutely insane. They try to slide him out, but they can't, and he passes it underneath their keeper again. Absolutely insane. 2-0 up, that makes it 2-0 accurate. So even if they do score and get their away goal now, we're not going to be in too much trouble. And with about 10 minutes left to play, they do really ramp up the pressure. I think probably going into ultra attacking now, but they do cut us open, get straight through on the keeper, but their left-footed shot is well wide of the target. So thankfully they didn't score that and put a lot of pressure on us at the end. But that is the end of the game, and we have won it 2-0, which puts us through to the final of the Europa League. As you can see there, 2-0. Zivkovic was our man of the match with a 7.5 rating, and I cannot believe we've done it. And we've got through to the next round, and we are going to be facing Borussia Dortmund. As you can see there, they beat Arsenal 4-2. We beat Ajax 2-0. So it should be a really good final, and I'm looking forward to that. Absolutely massive game for us. If we can win it, that would be absolutely insane. And not only getting through to the final is awesome, but they've also granted us an extra $1 million for getting to that stage. So for winning the semi-finals, we got ourselves an extra $1 million into our transfer budget for new players next season. And that is going to be the end of this episode right here. Obviously, we've got 2 finals to be looking forward to in the next episode, which will be episode 21 of my Money Glitch Road to Glory. So make sure you hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for any more videos coming from my channel. Hit the like button if you have enjoyed this video, and comment anything you want below. Thank you again for watching, and I will catch you at the next video. Bye.